Intel Comet Lake not before 2020, Ice Lake S not before Q3 2020, roadmap suggests. Earlier this week, news of Intel's 10th generation Core Comet Lake processors did rounds as the company's short-term response to AMD's 3rd generation Ryzen processors. According to slides leaked to the web by Hong Kong-based tech publications Fastest, Comet Lake isn't Intel's short-term reaction to Zen 2, but rather all it has left to launch. These processors won't launch before 2020, the slide suggests, meaning that AMD will enjoy a free reign over the processor market until the turn of the year, including the all-important holiday shopping season. More importantly, the slide suggests that Comet Lake will have a market presence spanning Q1 and Q2 2020, meaning that the 10nm Ice Lake won't arrive on the desktop platform until at least Q3 2020. It's likely that the LGA 1200 platform which debuts with Comet Lake will extend to Ice Lake, so consumers aren't forced to buy a new motherboard within a span of 6 months. The platform diagram put out in another slide junks the idea of an on-package MCM at the processor in PCH dies, which was likely ripped off from the Ice Lake YMCM platform diagram. The new platform combines a Comet Lake processor with an Intel 400 series PCH, which talk to each other over DMI 3.0, which offers comparable bandwidth PCI Express 3.0x4. The AMD Valhalla platform implements PCI Express 4.0x4 between the SoC and X570 chipset. The platform's main PCI Express X16 slot will remain Gen 3.0. Intel appears to have put much of its efforts into improving its 14nm node one last time, and increasing core counts with the introduction of a new 10-core silicon that does away with it. With its Skylake Core IPC within 5% of that of Zen 2, and gaming performance leadership still held onto by a hair's breadth, Intel will focus on bolstering multi-thread performance by enabling hyper-threading on even its Core i5 and Core i3 desktop processor models, while providing more cores to the dollar compared to its 9th generation Coffee Lake refresh. The Core i3 series will be 4-core/8 thread, the Core i5 series 6-core/12 thread, the Core i7 series 8-core/16 thread, and the flagship Core i9 series 10-core/20 thread. Intel will leverage its refined 14nm node to increase clock speeds across the board, with its 10-core silicon having a T2P rating of 125W, and not the 105W we saw the other day. The Gen 9.5 IPU on the 4/6/8 core models will be bolstered with more features via software, and be branded under the UHD 700 series. With its mainstream desktop platform embattled, Intel will try to appease the PC enthusiast crowd by launching a new high-end desktop platform based on Cascade Lake, codenamed Glacial Falls, by Q4 2019. The new 14nm Cascade Lake X processor will be compatible with existing X299 chipset motherboards via BIOS update, offer CPU core counts of up to 18, TDP of up to 165W, and increased performance via higher clock speeds. It will compete with AMD's existing 2nd generation Ryzen Threadripper family. AMD's plans for a 3rd generation Threadripper based on the Rome MCM is on the back burner even if not dead, with the company focusing on making sure it sells the high-margin 2nd generation EPYC processor in adequate volumes.